Good evening, everybody from SeaWorld. We could see Pipeline actually just went into the station. We are here for the Christmas celebration. We didn't do this last year, and we thought this would be the perfect year to do it. This is our second time celebrating Christmas down here in Florida. So I think today we saw that there was a festival going on, and we saw the menu items, and they look amazing. So I think we're gonna do a lot of that today. We'll do some rides, no POVs for this one, but we're just gonna see what they do here at SeaWorld for the Christmas time. So as we are coming in, I do wanna point out, it is pretty busy right now. It's about 5 o'clock or just short of 5 p.m. right now. It is a Saturday, so obviously a little bit more busy on the weekends, but I can already see some of the Christmas decorations. I'm getting pretty excited. So it looks like they put some lights here on the tree, and then right up front, we have these these bottles. Oh, it's like recycled bottles. How cool is that? So they kind of cut them, and they made these recyclable trees here. How innovative and creative. I've actually never seen that before. And it works decently well. Also, you can see the lines of people getting tickets over here. We need to go get checked in ourselves, but I'm just looking at some of the decorations around here. And again, it looks very, very good. Now we are all checked in. You guys are taking this little journey as we get into the park. But a very large tree again, and they are putting some fish and some starfish and things in here. And you can see again, more decorations kind of in this front area. Very long line for guest services. It is raining just a little bit, very light drizzle. I feel like the last time we were here, it was also doing that. Oh, there's like a button there. I wonder what the button does. All right, we're gonna press the start. We've already seen it, but I wanna show you. So if you press it, it actually lights the tree up and makes a little sound. So that's kind of fun. It's an interactive element right here up front. And again, we'll show you here. So you press the button and you can see lights and sound effects. Very, very cool. One thing I feel like with SeaWorld and Busch is the coasters don't go if there's any sort of weather issues. However, I can see Manta going out in the distance. So I'm glad that that is still going, and that means that the weather will not affect riding rides today if we do decide to do that. But I think we need to find out where to pick up the lanyard. It's over by the lagoon, I think. So I think
that way?
To the right, yes.
I think that way last time.
Check out these decorations as we are heading in. We have some nutcrackers on display that are all lit up. Some overhang with garland and ornaments. Lots of music also. Love to hear the Christmas music. Oh, this looks actually really nice. I've never seen this before. So again, this is the first time that I'm seeing anything like this here at SeaWorld. They have these light overhangs, these banners, the music. Wow, SeaWorld delivers already. Let's see if the actual festivities here are good, but I like these decorations already. This is awesome. Even on the restaurant over there, they have it. Santa Claus. This is cool. Oh wait, that one's not lit up. Either way, okay, this looks awesome. Let's go ahead and pick up the lanyard. So it does look like we don't get as many punches this year. We're getting 12 instead of 10, or at least from some of the other events. I feel like before you would get 16 compared to 12 or so. So we're only getting 2 extra for $60, which actually still isn't too bad. What is that, $5 a meal or sample or whatever you end up wanting to do? So you get 2 extra punches for the same price as the 10. Turns out to be pretty okay. Something to keep in mind with SeaWorld. They do taxes and this 5% surcharge when you do check out. So it's actually not 60. It turns out to be 60 something. I'll tell you the exact price. All right, so we just finished, got our 12 punch lanyard, and it was 63 and change. So again, about $3 to $4 extra. So it isn't exactly what you see there, but they did tell us at booth 4, we can actually pick up a complimentary mug, I think for pass holders. Is that what it is? Or is it just festival goers?
I don't totally know, to be honest.
I don't know, but it apparently lights up. So we're gonna head over to booth 4, pick up that mug because there are some hot cocoa drinks and things that we want to try today. Well, it looks like the lines are going to be long for this today. So this is the first booth. You can see it kind of wraps here. And we have somebody doing some dancing and choreography of some sort inside of this snow globe. So Elmo's Christmas Wish has a few show times here, and it looks like, let's see what the next closest time, so I've seen 8, 4:30, 5:30, 7, and 8. So those are kind of the ones we would be able to do here, but also Mrs. Claus's Magic Kitchen, I think, is another show. Oh, no, I think it's that. So I think Elmo's Christmas Wish, I think, goes in the mornings there up until 3:15. And then the Magic Kitchen is 4:30, 5:30, 7, and 8. And I think it's all in this theater, yes. So I think it switches at 3 o'clock. Well, first booth up, I guess we'll come over here to the beignet booth. So this is 'Tis the Season beignets, and I'll show you what they got here. We don't have a passport this year. Apparently, you have to just scan it. I'll show you what they got. So you have a dulce de leche mini cake, you have s'mores beignets, Oreo beignets, and strawberries and cream beignets, and then a few drinks here. But I think we're gonna try, I don't know, maybe like an Oreo beignet? What do you think about that?
I think an Oreo, yeah, Oreo or s'mores.
Yeah, very loud here. Okay, let's go ahead and order and I'll tell you what we get. All right, we went with the Oreo, but I do want to show you, these are the s'mores ones here, and then that is like the strawberry one up top. So these are your two options, and then we're going to show you the Oreo one. Also, we went with the drink here, which I'll show you. So it is the Christmas Cheers. It is Hendrick's Gin, Cranberry, Orange, and Lime. All right, so here are the Oreos, and then there is the drink. Something to keep in mind, if you get the sampler drink, they do come in smaller portions. That is something that we did learn. So if you want to get the drinks, just remember that. Otherwise, if you pay for it, you'll get a larger cup, or like sometimes they come in like bags and things like that, which is kind of fun. But obviously the sampler portion is smaller. As we're sitting here, we see a Coke Christmas tree. Both of them are Coca-Cola, and then you can see like decorations inside. Oh, there's another tree there. So lots of decorations here. I love to see that. We're gonna go ahead and try this out. Nicole, you can be the guinea pig.
Okay. It might be a little messy, so
It looks pretty messy, but you know what? It looks good.
Can I put the whole thing in my mouth?
Yeah, I would just bite like part over there. Yeah, just kind of nice. I think you get a little bit of everything. Some of the dough, Oreo, caramel, white chocolate. Is it good?
It reminds me more of like funnel cake.
Ah, okay.
Beignet, but it's good.
Let's say very like mini portion size there. They look really good.
It's very good.
Yeah? That's awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and try this. I wore a white hoodie today, which probably wasn't the smartest, but cheers. Oh. Oh goodness.
Oh no!
Oh no! Goodness gracious, I just dropped it.
It rolled down my leg.
It's all over us. It's messy. They didn't have napkins there either, so I got it all over my face. Tastes more like a donut than a beignet. That is delicious. All right, I am all cleaned up here, as is Nicole. They didn't have napkins, but I went inside. They had like industrial napkin things. I don't know. I've never seen them before. A little messy, not too bad. I just dropped it. It shouldn't have been that messy. You can just pretty much fork it, and it's basically 1 or 2 bites. But that was super good. Really highly recommend that. We don't love white chocolate, but I didn't really get white chocolate with that. It just tasted like a really good dessert. Not totally, yeah, like an Oreo cream of some sort, but it's not totally like beignet-y. You know, I feel like beignets are like more fluffy and light. This felt more like just kind of like a donut hole almost, but either way, highly recommend that.
All right.
Now we're gonna go ahead, try out the drink here.
So it was gin, cranberry, lime, and orange?
I think so.
Okay.
We'll have to see how it is. I mean,
I feel like all these pre-made drinks are like this color.
yeah, just kind of like, I don't know, a weird hint of orange. It might need to be mixed. It looks like there's like a lot of alcohol on top.
It's
strong?
Good. There's a strong alcohol, but it's not like a, you can taste the alcohol,
yeah,
but it's not like a gross alcohol. That's pretty good. I would.
I was gonna say maybe mix it up. I was gonna say I could almost see like a film going across the top as you were drinking it.
It reminds me almost of like a tequila sunrise. Like I know it's not tequila, but like the tequila, the grenadine, the orange juice, the cherry is almost what this reminds me a little bit of.
So this is actually a pretty good drink. It definitely tastes like some sort of, I almost like a mimosa is almost what I'm getting out of it. Like a weird version of a mimosa. I guess like, you know, if you did like a Pog Juicy kind of mimosa from like Disney, that's kind of how I would put this into that category. It's good, it's solid. You can feel the heat of the alcohol on your throat. It's not like crazy strong, but it's definitely there. I think it's just a pre-mixed drink of some sort, but honestly, I'm kind of a fan as well. So this beignet booth over here, that's a great way to start this festival. So we just reviewed the menu again, so it's online in the app. So looking at it though, man, are there some delicious looking items. I'll go ahead.
Put the QR code?
Yeah, here you go. So if you guys are interested in finding anything, feel free to scan this QR code, and that should be enough time. Okay, You can pause the video if you need to, but there are some amazing sounding items. There's some mac and cheeses. There's like waffle, like chicken and waffles. I mean, pulled pork. Yeah, I mean, there's a bison burger. I don't know. It seems like it's going to be fantastic.
All of the food from the Seven Seas Fest that we did back in spring was so good.
That's true.
I feel like SeaWorld has good food at these booths.
They do. I feel like they really do a good job. Like, do not sleep on SeaWorld festivals. They are good. Also, look at the lights here. Yeah, Nicole said she was already feeling it, and she had just a little bit to drink there, which is crazy. I mean, it's strong, but not like too strong. Yes, I do see a snowman. I see lights. I see a lot of stuff happening over here. They're doing a little show right to the right of us here. I guess let's head like this direction. Here is a snowman here. SeaWorld wishes you happy holidays, and I think you can kind of go up here into the exhibit and look at some of those trees. This is like a nice little photo op opportunity. So I think this is the new ride they're building over here, which is going to be like that like escape with the penguins or whatever it is. I believe that's what's going on behind the fences, and I think we're getting that, if I'm not mistaken, next year at some point. Let me turn that down so you guys can see some of the tops there. But there's construction happening, and I believe that's it. Here's a little bit of a closer look at the trees here, all decorated. Does look good. You have some of these like cross lights here. Up ahead, we could see like raining lights almost. I'll show you a closer look at that as we are passing up some of these food booths. Actually, before we do get up to like the raining lights that we see in the distance, we saw the bison burger here with clam chowder. I think we're gonna do the bison burger over here. Again, kind of long lines to be completely honest with you, but we're gonna go ahead, pick this one up as we continue on. So we just picked up our burger, and the lights over here, we are kind of over by Mako now, and this looks amazing as well. I feel like they're like different colors for different areas. You know, I look at the coloring and I'm like, okay, the purple, kind of like Mako. I feel like up front was maybe kind of bluish, kind of pertaining to pipeline, maybe? I don't know, but it's kind of cool how lit up this is. We did pass on the mug for the time being because the line is extremely long. So we'll either try and do that in a little bit, or the next time we come up here, we'll go ahead and grab it. Hopefully they don't sell out. But we're gonna come over here and grab a seat just because it was pretty busy over there. And I just feel like we kind of need to get away from this sound for a little bit. Take a look at this bison burger. So this is kind of fun. You get this little syringe of cheese here. There is a cap on it, so I saw people trying to squirt it out. You do need to pop the cap off first. But you get a syringe of cheese that goes in, and I guess it's a little collectible because it does say SeaWorld Christmas on this. So that is always a little fun. We'll go ahead and dress this up. All right, cap's off. Time to cheese it up. Oh, look at it go.
It was like Cheese Whiz.
Oh my gosh, it is like Cheese Whiz.
It's Dillon's favorite.
Oh my gosh, what the heck? There's so much cheese. All right. Is that it? That's the last of it, maybe? Yeah. Trying some more? Yeah, I think that's it. It does look just like Cheese Whiz. What the heck? That's funny. All right, bison burger with Cheese Whiz. Let us know how you like it. It's unique. So, I thought there was supposed to be tomato on it, but there was not. Oh, you have cheese on your face.
There's a lot of cheese on the burger.
I was gonna say, you kind of just like kept going with it. Don't love it?
Special.
No? Does it taste like different than a burger?
No. I'm not the biggest burger fan.
That's fair.
It just kind of like a basic burger to me.
All right.
I think it needs like ketchup and mustard and mayo and onion and.
Did you get like the jam on there? There's like
I got the Cheese Whiz.
No, there's like some sort of like jam in there.
Can you try again?
Which I don't know. Is it a bacon jam? I don't really know what it is. But I was gonna say, I feel like on these burgers, I feel like that jam's supposed to be such a big important part.
That helps a lot.
Does it? So the jam's a lot of flavor? Mm-hmm. Okay. So something to know. I mean, the one thing I do remember, we got those burgers from across the way. Burgers over there, I thought were actually pretty bad, unfortunately. But the food booths tend to have good food. So if this is like one of those similar burgers, then that kind of stinks. But I don't know, I'll give it a try, we'll see. All right, so I've eaten maybe like half-ish of the burger, a little less than half. It is better than the burgers that we got over by Icebreaker, but it is not anything crazy. The flavors go pretty okay together. Weirdly enough, this cheese doesn't hit well. I think I would have rather just had like a slice of like American or cheddar cheese or something on top, just like a normal slice. I think that tastes a little fake. It's very strong too. So we started really strong over there with the beignets. This was It's not bad, but it's not good. I'd put it like right there in the middle. So I would probably skip on this for right now. Or if you're gonna get it, probably be like a lot lighter on the cheese than we were. Or just try it on a bite first before you kind of like dig into it. Overall though, like I said, definitely better than the burgers that we got across the way by Icebreaker, but by no means like this crazy burger. All right, we just finished up and they are putting the trees out onto the lagoon. So I'll go ahead and show you a little bit of this. I've heard about it, but I don't know exactly how it works. Now over here we do have another show. This is Oh Wondrous Nights. This goes at 5 and 7:30, and it's right here on this stage, I think, or maybe it's sending you into the theater. You know, I'm guessing it's probably sending you into the Nautilus Theater to the right here, but also look at more lights. So these ones are orange with kind of like purple raining here.
Halloween vibes.
It is kind of Halloween vibes, and we did leave the trees, so it looks like, I thought they were gonna come out onto the lagoon a little bit more. They actually just kind of like sit in place. So the seating would be better at the front of the park over by Pipeline. Not as good where we are over here by Mako. But we are walking by a few more booths here. We're gonna see if there's anything we want. Over at this next booth, we are seeing some roasted pork, rice, pigeon peas, sweet plantains, and then also we have a chicken empanada here. Both of them look pretty good, and weirdly enough, that pumpkin lava cake looks pretty decent as well. Very large. I'll show it to you here at the end. All right, so we did end up going with the chicken empanada here, but let me just show you the size of these lava cakes. Look at how massive those things are. And it is filled with cream cheese, like I think a cream cheese frosting of sorts. So that seems pretty dang good. Nice sized portion, by the way, but we didn't end up doing that. We'll get some other desserts in a little bit. Here is our chicken empanada. So it is one, but a very large one. Here is the line for the Waffle Wonderland, quite long. The items here also looked amazing. I think I'm a little surprised they didn't do more of like a fruit or like desserty style waffle here, because it is savory options. There's a chicken and waffle and then a barbecue pork waffle there. So I am a little surprised on that. As we are passing Infinity Falls, which I believe is crazy that people are doing it right now. It's a little chilly, not too bad, but kind of insane. We do have another tree here. This one looks also amazing. But we are heading into the Waterway Grill. This is what it is called. And look at the lights as you head into this. This is awesome. I will point out at booth number 9 here, they got a lot of frozen drinks. So you have a frozen Jack and Coke. Let me zoom in just a little bit. So you have a frozen Jack and Coke, a frozen margarita, a frozen pina colada, and then an apple ginger mule. And then you do also have that Christmas tree pretzel, which we had the pretzel last time, and that was one of the things that we actually didn't like from the last festival. So it's pretty busy out here. I think we're gonna go see if we can get into the pass holder lounge and see if we can find a nice spot. Do have to show your pass though when you do come in. All right, it is actually pretty busy in here, but I think we have one table available. So we found one lonesome table. Also, you can see they have some TVs going if you want to watch some sports games, it looks like. Let's see what's over there. We have some golf. Looks like some football. And there are 2 rooms. There's a room over there, and then the room that we're in over here. And this room is pretty large. Not a lot of tables, which is kind of surprising, but maybe they don't want to cram a bunch of people in. Also, you can get free Coke products at the... It's not a freestyle though, right?
No, thank God.
It's a fountain. So there is a fountain in here if you guys want free drinks. If you are a pass holder again. But there is our empanada. And again, is that peppers on top or chilies?
It's red peppers.
Just red peppers? Okay. Let's try it out. It looks kind of interesting. Like over here, it looks almost a little wet.
Salsa verde.
Ah, okay.
With salsa on it.
All right.
It's supposed to be salsa. It's right there.
Chomp, chomp, chomp. And was it a chicken empanada? Yes, a chicken empanada. I was going to say beef or chicken. It sounded crunchy. It smells strong and good.
Oh, good.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, where did we just get empanadas from? Jollywood Nights. Okay, we were literally just talking about this, and they were not amazing.
No, it doesn't seem like as like ground cuminy meat. It seems I mean, there's not too much meat.
But overall, how's the flavor?
That's good.
Yeah?
I like that.
All right, I just tried it, and that is delicious. So we went from the burger that wasn't super good, but a huge redemption here on this empanada. Again, another highly recommended item, and I've mentioned it a few times already, and I know I'm getting repetitive with it, but the food here at the SeaWorld Food Festivals is 9 out of 10 times really good. Like most of the booths have some really good items. Their desserts are really good. A lot of their savory dishes are really good. And the drinks, I feel like we've been a little hit or miss with the drinks, to be completely honest with you, but I feel like they're a lot better than some of the other drinks we've had, both at even like Disney and Universal. Universal still has some like super good ones. I love that boba tea. It's not obviously a festival drink, but I would say, honestly, weirdly enough, I would put like Universal and SeaWorld above some of the Epcot Festival foods, just like overall across the board. Like some of the Epcot foods are really, really good. But I think for consistency purposes, I actually think Universal's and then SeaWorld's tend to do a little bit better. Like I feel like I'm a lot more enticed to purchase things here because I feel like you actually get a good tasting item almost every single time. And the value here I think is like unrivaled. It's basically $5 for every single dish that we have, which again is going to beat out the other parks. Obviously it's a pass holder exclusive thing. So I think it comes out to be like $6 and change or whatever if you don't have it. But seriously good value here, and like I said, that was really good. Well, we are walking around. We know that there are some booths over here, so we're coming to check what is this direction, but you could see a plethora of lights again. I believe this is the Sesame Street area that I can see right there, some of the lights. All right, now as we come through Sesame, we did see nothing that we really wanted over at the donut area. Oh, is there? Oh, there is a little parade. Let's see if we can go see it real quick. It is absolutely packed over here. I don't think we're going to be able to get a spot. We're about 4 or 5 rows back at least. But this is kind of fun. So we had to take a little detour quick, and we are coming over here because the parade is still going on. So if you kind of come by like the Orca Arena here to our right, you'll spit out right over here by Icebreaker actually, and then you can kind of hit some of these food booths on the back right here. But I do want to point out some of the lighting, and again, I feel like every area is just so different as far as like the colors go. So now this is kind of like a white and blue and kind of like light blue that you could see, I guess, maybe pertaining to Icebreaker. Maybe it kind of goes along with the colors. Granted, Icebreaker's orange, I believe, but the sign is at least blue. We also have another tree here on display. It's always interesting because I don't really see a lot of like SeaWorld specific items as much as it's just kind of like unique styled trees, which is kind of fun. And you may or may not like that. Maybe you prefer it to be themed towards the park, or maybe you like that it's just like generic based. So this is the backside of Sesame Street now. You can see Elmo and Cookie Monster all dressed up in their Nutcracker outfits. Again, more lights glistening here. But there are 2 more booths right here, so we're gonna check these out really quick. Again, we haven't really found anything that we're like dying for right now. I am getting a little full, so we gotta kind of pick and choose a little bit more sparingly to kind of choose our last few items that we're gonna do today. But this was something I feel like Nicole was looking at, which is that all grown up birria grilled cheese. Also the mac and cheese and the chili. All 3 of those look pretty good. It is a plant-based chili, and then you also have the frozen frostbite, which you can see there. A few different alcohols, and then you have some whipped cream to top it off with that blue look right there. This is the booth next door. Before I do show you though, they have live music up on a stage. Honestly, SeaWorld is knocking it out right now. I'm loving this. But let's take a look at the tots. So you have a fried turkey breast, cornbread stuffing. So that's basically just like a turkey dinner for the holidays. But then the jingle tachos, that's what we're looking at there. So you have, again, tater tots, chili cheese, sour cream, and green onions. I love the tachos from Hollywood Studios. So I wonder if those are going to be as good. Then you have a mini pecan pie, and then you have the Merry and Bright margarita down there. But I think we were looking at the jingle tachos if we were going to do anything over here. Also, right around the corner, booth 11, it is just kettle corn. Haven't seen that before, so you could just get like a giant bag of kettle corn. I think it was supposed to be red and green from the images I saw. All right, we ended up going with the birria grilled cheese and tomato. I think it's a tomato soup. I don't know if I would totally call a little dipping sauce tomato soup or whatever it is. It looks totally unique though. I mean, it looks like not a typical grilled cheese. This is a Texas toast of sorts. We'll see how it tastes. This doesn't look like typical tomato soup. I think on the camera it looks a little bit more red, but definitely like a lighter orange is what I'm kind of getting. So let's try this thing out. Never had anything like this before. Here we go. No dipping for you?
Not the first bite.
That's fair. You got to see how it is. Also, we have a lot of lights around us again. Up in the trees. Beyond us are some blue lights. Flavor good?
Very good.
Yeah?
I'm a little confused with this whole birria concept.
I was gonna say, so like typically birria, it's kind of like, is it pork or? some sort of meat, and then you dip it in kind of like a sauce, which is what I'm guessing they're trying to do here. Is like this grilled cheese that you dip in here. I mean, how's the whole combination?
It's very good. Lots of flavor. The garlic toast grilled cheese is good. The soup's good with it. I just don't. I mean, you said it, but I don't think they can call it a birria grilled cheese then, because that makes me think there's the birria stew meat inside the grilled cheese.
Like I said, unless it's like whatever, like they cook on the out, because I mean, there's a color seasoning to the outside, or like maybe the sauce there. I don't really know, but it's soft too. I gotta point that out. So you can see like there's squish here, and I mean it's a soft. You know, I feel like I'm so used to like a crunchy grilled cheese, where this is definitely soft. But you said the flavor's good.
Very good.
All right. Then hopefully I enjoyed it as well. It kind of reminds me of like pizza. So I went ahead and ate, whoa, I'm a little dark there. I went ahead and ate that grilled cheese and it was really good. Actually, my favorite part was that little tomato soup bit that was right there, like in like that small cup. I thought that was fantastic. I think the grilled cheese on its own was pretty good, but once you dipped it into that soup, like tomato thing, oh, it was so good. Really, really liked that. So I don't, it's so hard right now because I feel like I would get everything again minus that burger. But what I do want to point out is something I was actually looking forward to is this booth right here. And this is what is this? Christmas cocoa. And they have a premium Ghirardelli hot cocoa, but it's empty. So nobody's in here. I don't really know what's going on with it, but I was actually looking forward to this one. They actually had some good desserts here too. They had the double chocolate stuffed with salted caramel. That's a cookie. These are all cookies here. A chocolate chip stuffed with Nutella, and then a white chocolate chip stuffed with cookie butter. So they had like stuffed cookies that looked really good, but everything's empty. So I don't know if they're refilling it. The light is on, so maybe we'll have to come back by because I'm all aboard a good hot cocoa. Now, I do need to point out it is very busy here at SeaWorld right now, and this is probably because of Thanksgiving break. That could be a reason that we're seeing a spike here. It is the end of November, but it is also Saturday. So I think those are things that we have to keep in mind, and it is, like I said, just extremely busy. Lines are very long. Even the food lines are really long. Like, not even the rides. I mean, most rides, I think, at this point are like 60 plus minutes or so, but the lines for food are just taking a long time. So what I think we're gonna do is I think we're gonna go pick up our hot cocoa mug that we get, and then, just, I guess, get a hot cocoa while we're over there. And then I think wrap it up. I just think we'll end up coming back. We need to show up 3 times before the end of the year to get our Penguin Trek quick queue as a pass holder, which is also pretty cool. But I think that's just gonna be the easiest way to kind of like close this out, is let's just get some hot cocoa as the weather is starting to get a little bit chillier, and then we'll just call it a day. It's only 7:30, which is crazy. But again, I just think with the way that the crowds are, I don't know if we can really wait around for another 2.5 hours for fireworks, because we're not really that hungry, and right now we just don't want to wait in 60 plus minute long lines. I know that seems crazy, and we're like, I mean, that's just a normal thing you do at the parks, but for us, it's like, okay, well, we could just come back. I mean, we come back tomorrow. I mean, we can come back next weekend. I just think we have a lot of holiday crowds here right now. I know Disney and Universal are slammed all week too. So at this point, let's go ahead, wait in the decently long line to get our mug, and I think we'll wrap it up. So we came up front here, and we did get the hot chocolate. We tried it. It's incredibly hot. Burned my tongue so bad, but it tasted good. But we were looking at some of these nutcrackers, $80 here. This one's $115. Very intricate looking though, and you look at them here. So that's kind of cool. It's got a polar bear up here. I feel like they're all like handcrafted, so at least there's some specialty to them, or at least it looks like it. I don't think I realized that flamingos are up late. I guess it's only like 8 o'clock right now, so it's not that late. But I feel like I thought they would have been sleeping by now. But here we go. We have flamingos. Also, I do feel like the park is open pretty late tonight. What is it? 10? 10 p.m. And I think, was it midnight yesterday, or was that a miss?
That was a lie. It was 10 o'clock Friday, 10 o'clock Saturday, and then 9 o'clock Sunday.
Okay, so yeah,
but
so
I think
10,
it's
10,
just
and 9.
for the holiday festival.
That's what I'm assuming, yeah. So
it seemed like the weekdays were like 7 p.m. again.
Okay. Yeah, and I do think, like, overall, I feel like SeaWorld tends to close pretty early as far as, like, I would put it on schedule with, like, Animal Kingdom hours. So typically anywhere from, 6, 7, or 8 o'clock. But yeah, so it's 10 o'clock tonight, and if you guys come on these weekends with the holiday event going on, you do get to come to the park and stay pretty late, which is pretty cool, because I feel like that's not something you get to do too often. Now, with all that said, we're gonna drink our very hot chocolate there, and it is literally very, very hot. and kind of wrap it up. But I'm telling you, do not sleep on SeaWorld's events here. I feel like every single time we do their food festivals or anything like that, they're always good. They're fun, the food is good. It's just a good time here at SeaWorld. The operations still tend to be a little slow most of the time, which kind of stinks, but you can kind of get over that. But either way, if you did enjoy today's video, please consider giving it a thumbs up, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.